Welcome to the second part of the vlog. And the question that is posed for the vlog's topic going forward is, based on what you've learned so far in this course, how do the themes you chose fit into the greater Old Testament storyline? And the two themes that I chose were covenant and creation. And in my opinion, they fit into the storyline because they both tie back really well to not only just who the Old Testament is about, but the Bible in general, very well, and that is Jesus Christ. And they stood out to me because I felt like they were also the base and the pillar themes of the Old Testament as far as themes go. And as a matter of fact, if you investigate it, a lot of the Old Testament covers and ties back to either covenants or calls back to a theme of creation. And so it's very prevalent all over the Old Testament. But most importantly, I loved how these two themes simply tied into Jesus Christ more than anything else, as he is the key to both of these themes. For covenants, Christ is the only one who can fill man's end of all the covenants God made, as we said in our last video. In the Abrahamic covenant, Jesus Christ is the key to that covenant because he is the one that we are justified through faith in. He is the one that is able to ultimately justify us and save us, just like Abraham was justified through faith. And Jesus is also a big reason why Abraham's offspring was so great, because he was the Christ, and he was foretold to come through Abraham's family. And then in the Noahic covenant, he even relates to him as the coming son of Adam, would be fulfilling the promise of the protection of mankind, similar to how God protects mankind from no more disasters, as we saw in the flood of Genesis. And even in the Mosaic covenant, it relates back to Jesus, as Jesus is the only one who is able to be truly holy as God is holy. He's the only one who can actually follow God's law perfectly. And when we see that, and then we see in the Davidic covenant that he, simply by being born from the line of David and just being the Christ, the King of Kings, he fulfills his covenant and is the ruler over this eternal kingdom and is the seed from David that was foretold. So Jesus is tied back to in every single covenant, and he's the perfect amalgamation of why all these covenants matter so much, is because he's the only one who fulfills them. And if I could refer back to the quote from Tim Mackie, the reason because of this is because he's the Son of God. And to quote him yet again, we are told that Jesus is from the family of Abraham, so he will bring blessings of that family to the whole world. We are told that he is the faithful Israelite who is able to truly obey the law. And we are told that he is the king from the line of David, and so he goes about extending God's kingdom of justice and peace to all. And so that is why I believe covenants tie into not only the greater Old Testament storyline, but the greater Bible storyline as well. And then getting into creation, why the theme is so important is because God simply just creates and creates and creates and creates. He creates the universe, he creates these covenants, he creates the people of Israel, but creation also ties back to Christ, because through Christ, God also creates a way for salvation. And furthermore, he is also, Jesus, after he was resurrected in his resurrected body, was also this new creation, and he is the only one that can make all things new through his death and resurrection. And he can make us new by when we believe in him and follow him and give our lives and our hearts to him. So we are made new in Christ ourselves, and we are also an extension of that new creation as well. And we can also find what the literal new creation of heaven and earth are, which is brought through because of what Christ did. So without Christ, the covenants and the new creation wouldn't simply be. And Christ is the most essential part to these things. And Christ is the most essential part to not only the New Testament, but the Old Testament as well. And so that is why I believe they fit into the greater Old Testament storyline. And as for the literal new creation, as I was saying, Christ is the one, because of what Christ did here on earth, God is also able to bring the new heaven and the new earth, as we read about in Revelation 21 through 22. And so that is my vlog. Thank you for listening. God bless you guys, and I hope that this was everything you needed to hear. Have a great day.